From the bustling streets of Tokyo, where neon lights flicker and the hum of life never ceases, to the serene plains of the Serengeti, where the vast expanse of nature stretches as far as the eye can see, a constant hum connects us all. This hum is not just the sound of life, but the invisible network of communication that binds us together. In Tokyo, amidst the chaos and the rush, people are constantly on their phones, connecting with loved ones, conducting business, or simply browsing the internet. Meanwhile, in the Serengeti, even in the heart of the wilderness, the phone serves as a lifeline, connecting rangers, researchers, and tourists to the outside world. This constant hum of connectivity is made possible by a vast network of cell towers and satellites working tirelessly to ensure that no matter where we are never truly alone. It's a marvel of modern engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to stay connected. The phone, a device we often take for granted, is at the heart of this network. It's a small, unassuming piece of technology, yet it has revolutionized the way we interact with the world. From making a simple call to accessing the vast repository of human knowledge, the phone is our gateway to the world. This small device has bridged continents and cultures, allowing us to communicate with anyone, anywhere, at any time. It's a tool for connection, for sharing, for learning. It's a window to the world, bringing people closer together, no matter the distance. With just a simple touch, we can access a wealth of information, share our experiences, and connect with others. The phone has become an extension of ourselves, a tool that enhances our lives in countless ways. It's hard to imagine a world without it, but the phone we know today is a far cry from its humble beginnings. It started as a simple device for voice communication, a far cry from the multifunctional tool it has become. The journey of the phone is a story of innovation, of progress, of the relentless pursuit of better ways to connect. Join me now as we journey through time, tracing the epic evolution of this ubiquitous device. From the early days of the rotary phone to the sleek, powerful smartphones of today, we'll explore how the phone has transformed our lives and continues to shape our future. It's a story of human ingenuity, of our desire to connect, and of the incredible technology that makes it all possible. Our story begins in the 19th century, a time when communication relied on the written word and the speed of horses. Then came a groundbreaking invention, the telegraph. Developed by Samuel Morse in the 1830s, the telegraph used a system of dots and dashes known as Morse code to transmit messages across long distances. Suddenly, news could travel from coast to coast in minutes rather than days. The world marveled at this new technology, unaware that it was just the first whisper of a communication revolution. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell achieved what many thought impossible, transmitting the human voice over wires. This groundbreaking moment marked the beginning of a new era in communication. Before this invention, the idea of speaking to someone miles away in real time was purely the stuff of dreams and science fiction. Bell's relentless pursuit of this dream was driven by his deep interest in sound and speech, influenced by his family background in elocution and speech therapy. His invention, the telephone, was initially met with skepticism. People found it hard to believe that such a device could work. Many were accustomed to the telegraph, which could send coded messages but not the human voice. The concept of hearing someone's voice from a distance seemed almost magical, and many doubted its practicality and reliability. Many dismissed it as a mere toy. Newspapers and critics were quick to label it as a novelty that would never replace the established telegraph system. They couldn't foresee the profound impact it would have on society. Skeptics laughed at the idea, thinking it was just another fleeting invention that would soon be forgotten. But Bell's creation was far from trivial. The telephone was a marvel of engineering and ingenuity. Bell's laboratory was a hub of innovation, where he and his team worked tirelessly to perfect the device. The early designs were rudimentary, but they laid the foundation for a technology that would revolutionize the world. It had the power to connect people in a way never seen before. The telephone allowed for immediate personal communication, bridging distances that once seemed insurmountable. It wasn't just a technological advancement, it was a social revolution. People could now share news, emotions, and experiences in real time, fostering a sense of closeness and community. Imagine the wonder of hearing a loved one's voice, not through a letter, but in real time. For the first time, families separated by great distances could converse as if they were in the same room. The emotional impact of this cannot be overstated. It brought a new dimension to relationships, making it possible to maintain bonds despite physical separation. The telephone was a pivotal moment in human connection, setting the stage for a future where our voices could reach across the globe. Over the decades, the technology evolved, becoming more sophisticated and accessible. From the switchboard operators of the early 20th century to the mobile phones of today, the telephone has continually transformed how we connect. It paved the way for the internet and modern communication technologies, making the world a smaller, more connected place. The legacy of Alexander Graham Bell's invention is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the enduring desire to connect with one another. Section 4. A phone in every home. The early telephones were clunky affairs, requiring operators to connect calls manually. But as technology advanced, so too did the telephone. The invention of the automatic switchboard in the late 19th century paved the way for widespread adoption. By the mid-20th century, the rotary dial phone became a fixture in homes across the developed world. Families gathered around, sharing news and stories, their lives intertwined by the ubiquitous telephone wire. The world was shrinking one phone call at a time. Section 5. Breaking free from the cord. For decades, the telephone wire tethered us to our homes. The corded phone was a fixture in every household, a symbol of connection and communication. Families would gather around the phone, waiting for calls from loved ones, and the sound of the rotary dial was a familiar melody. Yet this connection came with limitations. The phone's reach was only as far as the cord allowed, confining conversations to a specific spot in the home. But the human spirit yearns for freedom, for mobility. The desire to communicate without being anchored to a single location was strong. People wanted to take their conversations with them, to be able to talk while walking in the park or while navigating the bustling streets of a city. This yearning for mobility was not just about convenience, it was about a fundamental shift in how we viewed communication. It was about breaking free from the constraints of the cord and embracing a new era of connectivity. This desire fueled the development of mobile phones in the latter half of the 20th century. Engineers and inventors worked tirelessly in labs, experimenting with new technologies and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The journey from the first concept of a mobile phone to a working prototype was filled with challenges and breakthroughs. It was a time of innovation and excitement, as the dream of a wireless world began to take shape. Early car phones, bulky and expensive, offered a tantalizing glimpse of a wireless future. These devices were a marvel of engineering, allowing people to make calls from their cars for the first time. However, they were far from perfect. The early car phones were large, cumbersome, and required significant power to operate. They were a luxury item, accessible only to the wealthy and the elite. But despite their limitations, they represented a significant step forward in the quest for mobile communication. Then came the first handheld mobile phones, like the iconic Motorola Dynatac 8000X in 1983. This device was a game changer. It was the first time that people could carry a phone with them, rather than being confined to their cars or homes. The Motorola Dynatac was a symbol of progress, a glimpse into a future where communication was truly mobile. It was a bulky device, often referred to as a brick phone, but it was a significant leap forward in technology. While still a luxury, these brick phones captured the imagination, hinting at a world where communication could truly be on the go. Business people, in particular, were quick to adopt this new technology, seeing the potential for increased productivity and connectivity. The sight of someone walking down the street talking on a mobile phone became a symbol of modernity and progress. It was a sign that the world was changing and that the dream of breaking free from the cord was becoming a reality. Fast forward to today, and mobile phones have become an integral part of our daily lives. The evolution from the bulky brick phones of the 1980s to the sleek, powerful smartphones of today is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. Modern smartphones are not just communication devices, they are powerful tools that connect us to the world in ways that were once unimaginable. They have transformed how we work, play and interact with each other, breaking down barriers and bringing us closer together. The journey from the corded phone to the smartphone is a story of innovation, determination, and the unyielding human spirit. It is a story of how we have continually pushed the boundaries of what is possible, driven by a desire to connect and communicate. As we look to the future, the possibilities for mobile communication are endless. The technology will continue to evolve, and with it our ability to connect with each other in new and exciting ways. The cord may be gone, but the spirit of innovation that drove its removal lives on.